Pisces, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So today, dear Pisces, I'm going to be doing your reading from November 24th to the 30th, and this is a general reading, so it may resonate with you and it may not. Dear Pisceana and Pisceanos, Piscelicious. Now in this reading, I'm going to take a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify the main challenge, all the cards, and get some final advice for you. I would like to extend my gratitude to each and every one of you, dear Pisces, for being here. Thank you so much. And let's get into your reading and see what's going on for you. Okay. What's going on, Pisceana? We're going to have a conversation right here. So your challenge here is the death. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Pentacles, okay? Followed by the Hermit and the Five of Swords. So let me talk about this right now. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, Pisces. We're going to have a conversation. So I really got to roll up my sleeves, okay? So, and you'll know why in a second. It's okay, I got you. Energetically speaking, so your challenge here with the death, something really, really major is transforming in your life. Like, this is Scorpio energy. We are in your fellow water sign Scorpio season, the new moon in Scorpio. I am seeing here many of you purging. There was a freaking loud car in the street, but that's okay. Now, for many of you, you are purging. Okay, there is a lot of letting go. There is a lot of metamorphosis, transformation happening, changes. You know, this is very significant for you. And just what I'm seeing here is I have to really, really get deep into your reading. We're going to clarify and see what is this change about? What is it? Who are you letting go of? What's happening? What changes are coming in for you in love? Now, in the recent past, you have the Eight of Swords. Hold on. The Knight of Swords and the Five of Cups. So, in the recent past, dear Pisces, many of you were in a situation where it ended very badly. Okay, a lot of disappointment, a lot of uncertainty. I am seeing here with the Knight of Swords, you might have dealt with a Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Could have been a fire sign, although it's not here, but that's what I'm picking up on. Somebody here being either aggressive or very passive-aggressive towards you. Okay, and I also see here a lot of you, it's like, you were very disappointed. Not only that, but also on top of that, there was a lot of like thoughts, okay, a lot of thinking going on, a lot of uncertainty, late night, staying up late at night. We're going to clarify this and see why something here didn't work out and what is it that you need to know. In the present moment here, dear Pisces, you have the Two of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. Now let's have a chat. How about it? So for many of you, there is a situation that seems to be very much stressing you out, okay? With the Ten of Wands, this is becoming extremely overwhelming. It's kind of impeding. It's very just affecting your day-to-day life. A lot of you could be in maybe physical relocation, geographically separate from this person. I'm seeing here cultural differences between you and this person as well. On top of that, you could be in the middle of traveling, or you could be planning traveling, or you could be thinking about relocating. We're going to clarify this shortly. In the near future, you have the Four of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. So thankfully, out of all this chaotic situation that's happening, a lot of you seem to be really disconnecting and healing. And Pisces, you know, I talked to another Pisces today, one of my care practitioners, like a doctor's, very, very nice guy. He was like, you're a Leo, I'm a Pisces, we definitely vibe. I'm like, for sure. So, okay, you're someone that you've been doing a lot of healing, you know, you heal other people, right? And you're very spiritual. So for a lot of you, I feel like, especially 2025, it's like has been this year of like the final. It's the epitome, it's the closure. It's like, okay, I'm healed, I'm ready. I'm ready to step into this new year. Number 9 is numerology. Numerologically speaking, it's this year, for this year, very significant. So you're doing this internal work, and that's why this internal metamorphosis and transformation, the purging is happening, is because a lot of you are also wanting to purge out and maybe just disconnect from the noise from the world. You have been constantly giving and giving and giving and putting out there. It's time for you to really commit yourself to relationships and connections and to people who are actually going to give back to you. Some of you are dealing with the Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Okay, it could be a Gemini. However, you seem to be really prioritizing first your healing and your disconnection and purging. And I do see here a potential commitment, which can ultimately, but you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, it could lead to working something out, okay, with the Eight of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Five of Swords. And there is no sugarcoating on my channel, and you might still be really questioning whether you would want to work this out with this person, because somebody here seems to be constantly causing arguments, or somebody here, you basically have done everything within your power, Pisces, to show this person how they need to heal, how they need to behave. Like, you've done everything, but there seems to be this tension between you and this person, and you're someone that you don't like that kind of tension. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into your reading and let me dissect everything for you, shall I? Some sassy shit. So let's clarify the death card for you, dear Pisceana and Pisceanos. Let's see what's going on. So Pisces, the death card here, which is the challenge, it is clarified by the Nine of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Oh my goodness. So a lot of you, you know you have trust issues with this person, number one. You know that this person has been passive aggressive with you. Look at this. Just take a look. Eight of Swords in the recent past, and I'm just getting a little passionate and a little mad for you. But in the recent past, you see the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Your challenge, Knight of Swords and Nine of Swords, right? And the Seven of Swords. Definitely trust issues. Definitely a lot of questions on your mind, back and forth. Like I said, Nine of Swords energy, staying up late at night, thinking about this situation, overthinking about this situation. And really, what happened between you and this person has become the catalyst for your spiritual transformation, or at least it plays a big role for your spiritual evolution, for your, you know, I mean, you're gonna say, Pisces, how much more can I evolve? But really, it has served its big purpose for you. And if you're able to see that, and I believe that you are, you're really gonna transform. Okay, you're not gonna settle with anyone or for anyone that seems to be hiding something from you. Because you might have dealt with somebody in the past that maybe this person was either tiptoeing, doing things behind your back, or kind of like you didn't really feel so safe and secure with this person after a while, okay? So let's clarify the Eight of Swords in the recent past, dear Pisces. So the Eight of Swords in the recent past is clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. So a lot of you were wounded by this situation. The wounded soldier here with the Nine of Wands right there, Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Cups, right? A lot of confusion, many challenges that came with this person. Might have dealt with an Aries, Sagittarius here, Virgo, okay, Aquarius. A lot of you definitely, you try to see even, you've done a lot of work. I think you kind of could tell there was a spiritual reason here why this person came into your life and what is it that you need to heal and transmute, right? This is a transmutation alchemical process going on. And maybe many of you still wanted to give it a chance to see if it was going to work out. And for some of you, you're going to tell me, Arman, I was blind that I did that. I was kind of blindly going for this person and I give them another chance and it didn't work out. And I felt so confused in the recent past. So this is the situation. You already know what happened in the past. I don't like to talk about the past that much. Now, the Nine of Swords in the recent past, there is this, I haven't even pulled the card yet, but I'm seeing here argument, conflict, misunderstanding, tension going on. So let's get it. Knight of Swords is clarified by the Four of Wands, Four of Cups, and the High Priestess, and the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. I think the issues here had a lot to do with commitment. It had a lot to do with marriage, and somebody here was very much closed off and rejecting. You might have said to this person, when are we going to open up? Do you really see us getting back together? Do you see us marrying? Do you see us really developing this relationship or not? And you try to see this situation from the High Priestess perspective, from a higher consciousness, higher level of understanding, right, Pisces? You are about the mass consciousness, the divine consciousness. You represent the 12 signs. You represent what it really means to have that connection with the divine, because you're a very spiritual sign. the two fish upside down, right? It's that duality of you, the dual side of you, the humanity and the divinity, that you're able to link this together. So even though this situation was very hurtful, harmed you a lot, you still try to see, what is it spiritually that I'm learning from this? You might have said to yourself, teach me, universe, what else have I left to learn in this situation? So even though, you know, you try to see and try to work it out, but I do see here major disappointment here for many of you with the Five of Cups, that things didn't work out. The Five of Cups in the recent past is clarified by the Four of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Four of Swords. Okay, so again, Taurus energy here, could be any other sign, of course, but I feel like here somebody was holding commitment back from you, right? Holding commitment back from you, and I think that you and this person stopped talking to each other with the Four of Swords. So there was a lack of communication, or maybe either the communication slowly dying or an immediate termination of communication. That sounded like an airport announcement, I know. Immediate termination of communication. That sounded very like public service announcement. This is a PSA, but you get the point. I'm saying. So in the present moment, dear Pisces, you have the Two of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. Okay, so a lot of you, you're looking into the future. You're doing a lot of contemplation. You're really saying to yourself, is this something that I should hold on to? Is this the situation here that I should really be anticipating? Because it's just been very overwhelming. And the Two of Swords is kind of like the planning phases, right? So the Two of Wands is clarified by the Fool, the Six of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. A lot of you want to have a brand new beginning, and you're not going to settle for anything less. If someone is going to breadcrumb you, if someone is not going to show up emotionally available and emotionally intelligent and show that they have done the work within themselves, what are you doing? You know what I mean? That's the main thing here for you, because a lot of you are recognizing that you dealt with somebody that had abandonment wounds. You know, if somebody is ghosting, if somebody is disappearing, Pisces, we talked about this in the last video. I told you I saw that video on TikTok, and somebody actually appreciated me stopping the reading and mentioning that, right? So the Five of Pentacles is about that ghosting energy and that kind of like loneliness and sadness. That is a projection, and as a result of their previous either relationships or their upbringing that followed them in this relationship with you. Because people sometimes, they really need to like understand that they need to take some time and really do the work within themselves before they jump from relationship to relationship. So in the present moment, that is something that you're realizing that needs to transform and change within this person. The same way that the death is your challenge, it's the same way it's their challenge as well. This is somebody that also needs to go through some sort of an ego death or a metamorphosis, like a metamorphosis or like a transformation here. So the Nine of Swords for you in the present moment is clarified by the Knight of Wands, the World, and the Sun. You could be dealing with the Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio. Okay, so the four fixed signs in the four corners. A lot of you are kind of really contemplating if you should really give this situation a chance or just completely close this chapter and move on and move forward. Because there is something here about you constantly wanting to you want to be happy with this person, but this person with the Knight of Wands is a runner, like Knight of Wands. They're elsewhere. They're everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? They are like kind of, it's like, I'm not saying you are being controlling at all. I think it's just like this person might be just on the go. Sprinkle. I gotta say this, don't sugarcoat it here. So I'm saying their eyes are like everywhere else. So, and it doesn't matter if I'm a Leo, another Leo, I mean, everyone, it's about a person's evolution and journey. The signs really don't matter. It's about the person actually, regardless of their sign, doing the work within themselves and healing themselves and becoming the best version and not hurting other people, but becoming a healed version of themselves, because heal people. So the Ten of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Three of Swords. For many of you, I think that one of the things that I'm seeing happening in the present moment, this is what I'm clarifying, dear Pisces, you're becoming very clear about this heartbreak. You're like, you know what? Let me just play all the cards on the floor. Let me just watch this funny, freaking cutie, patootie, funny Armenian guy see what he's got to say. But you're also with the Queen of Swords as she's holding her hand towards the Three of Swords. He, she, I know there is a lot of male Pisces watching. You're becoming very clear and very determined on how to deal with this pain. transmutation. And there might be even some revelations coming in through either this reading or maybe other sources, or maybe through your meditations, or maybe you just recently read a book and you had this thought and you had this revelation and this understanding, right behind the Queen of Swords. It's like, hold on, this is why this heartbreak happened, this is why this situation ended. And then you start disentangle this person's trauma, and you are able to connect the dots and understand, honestly, it wasn't about me. Not that we have to point fingers at anyone. Everyone plays their part, everyone. But you're realizing that, the way that somebody handles the connection, relationship, friendship, whatever, it really says a lot, even when the ending happens, right? So if somebody just throws the bomb and they run away, then that says a lot already, that person. And if you had been dealing with the consequences, you actually have been transmuting and changing a lot with the death. Now, in the near future, you have the Four of Swords, dear Pisces. And this is speaking about you going internally within yourself and doing a lot of healing and disconnecting from the noise and saying, you know what, I want to just get this situation off of my mind and focus on my healing. So you have the Strength, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. For very few of you, this is not going to resonate. Judgment-free zone could be a same-sex situation. If it's not, then it's the other way. For a lot of you, I do feel like here in the near future, you're actually taking your power back. Queen of Cups is you, Scorpio. The moment you start deciding to actually go within yourself completely, like full force, you're going to gain your power back. You're going to also see your finances improving. There is a very strong sense of like grounding energy about you in the near future, and you have the Strength. Okay, so you seem to be really, really coming out of this situation in a very empowered way. And I feel like here with this at the bottom of the deck with the Star, there is some sort of a wish that it's also going to be fulfilled and manifested for you as well. Now, the Six of Pentacles here, for many of you, there could be, the Star also represents Aquarius at the bottom of the deck. An Aquarius could try to want to make an amends with you. Doesn't have to be an Aquarius, but that's what I'm picking up, clarified by the Temperance, Ten of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. I feel like that this person is somebody that they're going to try to gather information about you, and one of the things they're going to learn is that you're no longer in this place where you used to be. You're no longer with the Five of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. It's like you're not chasing, you're not waiting. And energy speaks louder than anything else. And there could be a realization here of this person wanting to come and beg for your attention. But as I mentioned earlier, this futuristic energy with the Six of Pentacles and the Hierophant is really telling me, who are you going to commit to? What are you going to settle for, right? This is about commitment. It's about marriage. It's about a serious level of establishing commitment, right? So the Hierophant in the near future is clarified by the Lovers, the Judgment, and the Tower, and the Ace and the Page of Swords in the near future at the bottom of the deck. So for many of you, this transformation here that's happening, dear Pisceana, is really telling me that you're going to become very clear on who you want to marry. Do you really want to marry this person or not, with the Lovers? For a lot of you, there is a lot of love, but because this person's past behaviors, avoidance patterns, all of this stuff that they have put you through, you don't seem to be really having the same level of tenacity and the chemistry that the way that you used to before. Can it be back? It can, but I think this is going to take some time. And that's why I'm saying everyone has free will. You could be literally saying, you know what, I'm gaining my clarity. This is what I'm doing. I'm moving on, or I have these deal makers and deal breakers for you that you can take a look into. Or you can tell this person, you know what, here is the thing. These are the requirements. This is the ultimatum for you if you really want to look into wanting to be back with me. However, for many of you, I do see here really just being in this content, empowered energy where you're like, who am I giving my energy to? Who am I committing to? Committing myself into, right? With the Six of Pentacles. So there is a lot of transformation happening with the Tower, Judgment. Definitely a lot of old limiting beliefs collapsing and coming down. And you're really having this clear epiphany and realization moving forward. Do you really want to commit to this person or not? Because you've been doing a lot of healing and you're getting very close to just finalizing that journey for yourself, Pisces. Now, let's get into your advice and see what is your advice here that you need to know. So the advice for you here, dear Pisces, you have the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Lovers. It's almost literally like reiterating what I just said. As you can see, the Seven of Pentacles, contemplation going on, thinking going on, Ace of Cups, the Lovers. You seem to be, the advice for you is really to redefine, reevaluate, pause, reflect, and to see is this the connection, is this the power couple dynamic that you see yourself entering into? If this person were to come and make an offer to you, what would you do? What would you say? What would be your reaction? What would be your requirements, right? Why, after all, at the end of the day, would you, dear Pisces, actually want to be in a relationship with this person? And I usually ask this question kind of and then pause, and then even in the collective readings, in the card meaning videos, or in some other signs. Why? The big why. Why do you want to be with this person? Why do I feel like I want to be with this person? And you can answer all that you have, and it can be very legit, and it can be very personal and justifiable. I mean, you don't have to explain to anybody, right? But at the end of the day, wanting something and someone that's completely different, but also their behaviors got to really match with what they say and with what kind of an offer they come in. Because when they come and make an offer, you seem to be really pausing and saying, hold on, I need to really, really take a look, and I need to really rethink if this is something that I'm looking into going, okay? So dear Pisces, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you so much. I hope that this reading helped, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.